In today's YouTube video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 best class ups to use here in Modern Warfare 3. Now, as of today, Modern Warfare 3 has been out for a week. I have the Interstellar camo, I've maxed out all my guns, and I'm even max level myself. So I do know what guns that you guys need to run here. So if you guys are new here and find this video help, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and let's get into it. Now, getting to our first weapon, guys, we have the MCW, aka the ACR. This is a really good weapon. This is what pro players are using, and I would have to rank this like top 3 as of right now here in the meta we have in Modern Warfare 3. But getting into the build, what we're going to start with there first is the optic. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably do not like the iron sights. I like them, but there is people out there that don't like the iron sights. So what we're going to do is add on a slight reflector for our first attachment. Just use a red dot. Personally, for me anyways, I do play better with a red dot sight on. I'm aiming down sights. I can look around, not having to look inside the red dot sight. It's still really good. So we are going to be adding this on for my first attachment here. Now, to help with those longer range gunfights, which with the time to kill being slower and the health being higher and everything, damage range and everything is going to be very important. So we're going to be adding on the MCW Cyclone Long Barrel. This can help with a 3-tick bullet velocity and range. Very important here. Our bullets are going to be traveling faster across the map to hit our targets faster and also giving us a lot of range, so our bullets are not having any fall-off damage, which is really good. We're getting a 2-tick firing aiming stability, which is recoil steadiness, and also we have a 2-tick aiming auto sway, which is really good. It's not going to be swaying much, and you're just going to be more accurate. Weapon will be easier to control a little bit, but this is the best barrel that you can add on for the ACR, so make sure to have it on. Now, we're going to go to the underbarrel for our next attachment here, and I'll give you two choices. Now, with them buffing the movement speed today, a lot of the class setups are going to change since they did change the movement speed. You could go with the FTAC MSP 98 hand stop grip. You're getting some aim walking movement speed, some movement speed, vertical recoil control, and gun kick control. But if you, just want to have a super nasty zero recoil build, you can actually go over here into the vertical grips and add on the Ryan 3 vertical grip for that 2-tick gun kick control, 2-tick vertical recoil control, some aiming auto sway, and firing aiming stability. This attachment is really good, and this is what pro players use on their MCW build. So we're going to throw this on. We're going to cancel out all the recoil, have full control over our build, so it's going to make it really nasty here. Now, for the ammunition type for our next attachment, we're going to be adding on the 5.56 NATO high-grain rounds. Now, this is going to increase that time to kill on this weapon. A faster time to kill at those longer ranges, very important, with the health going up, the time to kill being slower as well, and also our bullets are traveling faster, so we are going to be adding this on here. And then for my final attachment for the MCW, we are going to go to the rear grip, and I'll give you two choices again. You do have the RB Claw PSL grip for that firing aiming stability, a 2-tick gun kick control, and recoil control. But if you want to be a little bit more aggressive and have that run a gun type of play style, you could run the RB rapid strike grip for that 2-tick sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. So it's really up on what you want to run, but personally for me, I like to be a little bit more aggressive. We're going to increase that handling, so we're going to be adding this on for my final attachment. Now, for our next weapon, guys, we have the WSP Swarm SMG. Now, a lot of people do not like this weapon because of how fast the fire rate is. It does have the fastest fire rate in the game. It doesn't have the best recoil control, but I have to tell you, once you max out this gun, add on the right attachment, this is possibly the best weapon in the game with its time to kill. And if you have a good build with recoil control, this weapon right here is super nasty. And we're going to get into the build here. So we're going to start with the barrel, and we're going to be adding on the WSP Reckless 90 long barrel. It's giving us a 2-tick bullet velocity and range, a 2-tick aiming auto sway, some gun kick control, and recoil control. Now, there is some cons hurting the handling and mobility, but we have to remember, as of today, they did buff movement speed and everything, so we don't have to worry about that. And this weapon right here, I just care about recoil control, damage range, and everything. So we are going to be adding this attachment on, making this build a lot better with the gun kick control and at those longer ranges here. Now, we are going to go to the underbarrel next, and we're going to go over here back to the vertical grips and add on the Ryan 3 vertical grip again. This attachment is really nice. This is what pro players are using for their SMGs, their assault rifles, and I use it a lot myself. It's going to help with a 2-tick gun control, a 2-tick vertical recoil control, aiming auto sway, and firing aiming stability. So it's making our weapon more steady, very calm, and the weapon's really easy to control now with this attachment. So make sure to have this on for your second attachment. Now, with this weapon having a super fast fire rate, we are going to the magazine and adding on the 50 round mag. I think personally this is a must-have attachment on this weapon. The fastest firing weapon, you don't want to have to reload every time you get a kill because that's how it's going to be. So having a larger mag on is going to help that out a lot. So we are going to be adding on the 50 round mag here. Now, we are going to go to the rear grip next and add on the Marauder grip. This can help with a 2-tick firing aiming stability, so it's going to be more steady. We're getting a 2-tick gun kick control, so the weapon's a lot easier to control now. And we're also getting some more recoil control for this weapon. So just honestly, with this build, we're working on a lot of recoil control, just getting full control of the build. And that's the only thing stopping this weapon from being a #1 SMG or a #1 weapon even. So we are going to be adding this on for some more recoil control. And then for my final attachment, guys, we're going to go to the stock and add on the FSS Fortress Heavy stock for that 2-tick gun kick control, a 2-tick recoil control, firearm aiming stability, and that tack spread, making this build have no recoil at all, and this thing is super nasty up close in medium range. Now for my third weapon, guys, we're going to go into our first battle rifle, which is the Bass B. Now this is my favorite weapon in the game right now currently. This thing hits like a truck, it doesn't have recoil at all, and this weapon is just super nasty with no attachments. But we're going to get into our build here, and we're going to make it a 3-shot, 0 recoil, just a super overpowered weapon. And we're going to go to the barrel first and add on the Bruin Venom long barrel. This giving us a 2-tick bull velocity and range, a 2-tick recoil control, aiming idle sway, and we're getting some gun kick control. The main thing about this attachment though is that damage in range. Our bullets are stronger at a longer range. We're getting that 4-shot kill now with this weapon instead of a 5, so it's just really good at those longer ranges, up close and everything. The fire rate is good as well. I mean, overall, personally for me, this weapon is really balanced, but now with this barrel, it makes it better. So we are going to be throwing this on for my first attachment here. Now, for the underbarrel, for our second attachment, we're going to go to the F-Tech MSP 98 hand stab grip. This can help with a 2-tick aim walking movement speed, vertical recoil control, gun kick control, and movement speed. Now, this is a battle rifle, so it doesn't have the craziest mobility, but the movement did get buffed a little bit today with the sliding and the tack sprint, so that is going to be good. But also, we're getting some more movement speed here, so we're going to be more fluent, moving quick around the map, which is really good, but also keeping the gun very easy controlled, and also when aimed down sights, we're moving really quick, and especially having like stalker boots on, I mean, that it makes it move really quick while aimed down sights, so this is really good. So we are going to be throwing this on here. Now jumping into our next attachment, guys, we're going to the ammunition type, and we're going over here until we reach the .277 high grain rounds. Now this can help with a 2-tick bull velocity, so our bullets are traveling much faster and air to hit our targets faster, and also it is giving us a tiny bit of range, which is good. And we're also getting damage range, so our bullets now are hitting a 3-shot kill. Our bullets are hitting harder, giving us a faster time to kill, and also our bullets are traveling much further now, so that's gonna be really good. A great combo with the barrel and this attachment. It's really good for the Bass B, so make sure to have this and throw it on here. Now, since the magazine size is only 20, I don't think that's enough for this weapon. If you're trying to run and gun, be aggressive, just get as many kills as possible. COD timing is a thing here. It happens to me all the time. The magazine, we're going to add on the 45 round mag for a larger magazine size. It's a 3-shot kill. You don't have to reload every time you get a kill or two, so that's perfect. So we are going to be adding it on. And then for my final attachment here, we're going to the stock, and we're going to be adding on the range 20 heavy stock, giving us a 2-tick gun kick control, 2-tick recoil control, and firing aiming stability, having really nice control of the weapon, no recoil at all, just having full control of the build. Now we have the MTZ-556. Now this weapon just got GA'd in the competitive scene just yesterday. It was really nasty. This is what sub players were using. Submachine guns aren't in the best position right now. I'm sure that'll get changed here soon, but this is what sub players were using. It's an assault rifle, works like a submachine gun, fast time to kill, really good at longer ranges, and this is the build I'm going to be showing you guys today here. So we're going to start off with the barrel, and we're going to be adding on the MTZ Clinch Pro barrel, a 3-tick bull velocity, a 2-tick damage range, 2-tick aiming auto sway, and we're getting some firing aiming stability, so our bullets are traveling super fast across the map to hit our targets faster, giving us a little bit of range, which is good. A great combo with this weapon's fire rate. We do have that damage range, so our time to kill is a lot faster now, with the weapon having a fast fire, which is really good. Some aiming auto sway, which is okay, not really important here, and then we do have some firing aiming stability, which is really good, just helping the weapon be steady, really easy to control. So we are going to be throwing this on for my first attachment here. Now for the underbarrel, we're going to be adding on the F-Tech MSP 98 hand stab grip. You can have this one on, or if you want to go back to the vertical grip, which I think the vertical grips here in this game are a lot better than the regular short grips or anything like that. So the vertical grips may be the meta underbarrel this year. Unfortunately, I don't like it a lot just because it does lower the handling a little bit. But since the handling isn't that bad, you can add this one on if you want more control of the build. But also, if you do want better control of the build and also have good movement speed, the MSP 98 hand stab grip is a great choice, and this is what I think I'm going to be adding on for my second attachment here. Now, since this weapon does have a fast fire rate and it is a assault rifle, so we're going to go to the magazine and add on the 50 round drum. I'm pretty sure every build that you've seen with this weapon so far does have on the high magazine size. If you don't and stay with the 30 round mag, you are just going to be reloading every time you get a kill or two. We don't want that. COD timing is a thing, so we are going to be adding on the 50 round drum, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, for the rear grip, we're going to be adding on the Bruin TR24 Assault Grip for that 2-tick firing aiming stability, a 2-tick gun kick control, and recoil control. This is going to cancel out all the recoil left on this weapon. We're going to have full control of the build now. It's really easy to use and everything. And then for my final attachment, guys, we're going to the optic and adding on the slate reflector because I'm sure that nobody really likes the iron sights. I'm not a fan of them. I think they're too clunky, so we are going to be adding a red dot sight on. Now, getting into our final weapon in today's video, guys, we have the Striker SMG. This is the first SMG, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have this maxed out already. If you guys want to let me know how your grind's going real quick. But into this build, we're going to start with the magazine first and add on the 60 round drum, just a larger magazine size. I do like the Striker a lot just because you can take your gunfights to basically any range. The damage is really good. The range is really good. The recoil control is really good. I do like it a lot. Even the handling and mobility with this magazine on is still really good. So we are going to be throwing this on my first attachment so I don't have to reload all the time, which can be annoying, so make sure to have this on. Now, to give this a faster time to kill, we are going to be adding on the .45 grain high rounds. This can open no enemy skull, so we're kind of staying stealthy with it. You know, people aren't going to see where their teammates die. We have that bullet velocity, helping our bullets travel faster and arrow to hit our targets faster, and also we're getting that damage range, so we're having a faster time to kill, making the weapon even better now, up close and personal, so that is really good here. Now, we're going to skip the underbarrel next and go to the muzzle and add on the Shadow Strike suppressor. Now, this is the best suppressor in the game, in my opinion. It just takes you off the radar. It doesn't hurt the weapon like these other SMG suppressors do, so we are not going to be adding them on. The Shadow Strike is the best one, so make sure to have it on here. Now, we're going to go to the laser next and add on the RL33 laser light laser. This is going to help with aim walking steadiness, a 2-tick aim down sight speed, a 2-tick sprint to fire speed, and we're getting some tack stand spread, which I don't really care about the top one and the bottom one. I just care about the aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. Or if you want to add on a Modern Warfare 2 attachment, you could actually add on the VLK7MW laser for the aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed if you really wanted to. But I'm going to keep it Modern Warfare 3 attachments because I'm sure that's what everyone's using right now. So we're going to be adding on the first laser, and then for our final attachment here, we're going to the stock and adding on the priority tactical stock for that recoil control, movement speed, and sprint speed. So we're moving much faster around the map while tac sprint or regular sprinting. So we are getting into more engagements, getting those high kill games, and also we're moving more fluent, more smooth, and also our weapons really easy to control. But these are my top 5 weapons as of right now that you guys need to be using here in Modern Warfare 3. Like I said in the intro, we're a week already into Modern Warfare 3. A lot of things have changed in the movement speed, the weapon meta, and I'm sure going into Season 1, a lot will change as well. But try these builds out and let me know in the comment section what was your favorite out of all of them. Thank you guys for watching. You guys stay safe, and I hope you enjoyed.